Sorry about that. It just cuts off sometimes if not prepared. Anyway, welcome back to the end of this little example. We were given points and or not points, but I guess a table of value, a bunch of points, actually, a table of values, right? Hold y constant, you can find the m. Hold x constant, you can find the n. And then we can plug in using any point from the table. And so this is going to get us that our function f of x, y equals c plus m is minus 1/10. I got a typo in my notes here. Minus 1/10 x plus 3/10 y. I just put the c first. Sometimes I do that. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's fine. I think your book puts the c first. Okay, so notice just back here, each row and each column is linear. All rows have the same slope, right? All rows, right? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, right? All rows increase by 3. Of course, you know, the distance between my x's was consistent, so you can see that. And then you can see this slope here, and the y's, they decrease. But again, you can see this. I did that on purpose. My x's and y's, you wouldn't necessarily see it, maybe, if they weren't as equally spaced out as they are here. Anyway, so there you have that. So let's, oops, I don't want to move over. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Now let's do this. Okay, so now we've got 13, which is just a little bit different. So 13 is vectors. Vectors. Okay, vectors have a magnitude. Good grief. I didn't think I could spell. There we go. Magnitude and direction. Okay. So, boom, 3, well, that's just a number. No direction. It's just a number. And now what we're going to do is we're going to call these constants scalars. Scalars, constant. Okay. A vector moves from one point to another. So here's a point. That's the starting point. That's called the tail, and it moves in that direction to the second point, which we call the head. So from P to Q. So we would write PQ. We start at P and go to Q and put an arrow. Or you'll see like a V with an arrow. The 0 vector, and sometimes you just do that because it's quicker. Half of the arrow. There we go. So the 0 vector, of course, has 0 length. Okay. Some books would just, bold the letter when they want a vector. I'm certainly not going to sit here and color in a big bold, so I will use that. There's other things you can do too, and we'll see them as we go. Okay, So great. Vector goes from the tail to the head. What is an equivalent vector? So that we have to figure out. So equivalent. So equivalent of vectors. They have same direction, and same length. Okay, so the only difference here is that, so let's see if I can draw a few. These are all the same. And that goes up there. Anyway, okay. So same, boy, this is so annoying. So same direction, same length. So every single one of these are equivalent. They're equal. They can be in different spots and they're still equal. Okay. All right, so now we want to, first thing we want to do with vectors is sum them up. So we want to sum vector v plus vector w. Okay. And this is called the combined displacement. Okay. So what happens when you're adding vectors, you take the tail of W to the head of V is what you do. So you might want to add vector V, which is from P to Q, which is this guy. Oh gosh, I can't do that guy. And W is a, maybe we'll do this when I actually put them all together. There's W. Okay. Well, this will be, we'll just do, that's PQ. So this is going to have to end up being QR. Okay. So when we add them, all right, now how did I, oh, gosh, I can't do a dot. There's V, P to Q. Now I'm going to pick up this guy and I'm going to put it over here, and that is up 4/3. 4/3, that's here. Okay. Whew. So there's V and here's W. And so this angle, or this vector here, is the combined displacement. So that's V plus W. So you're going to get a new vector. Okay. Addition is commutative. So W plus V is the same. And so here is W plus V. And to see that that's the same, I'll show you what we do. Oops, you know what I need to do first? I've got to get rid of this. Change here. Should have just done it in the same spot. So this is W, right? Up 1, 2, 3, 4/3. Here. So this is the same as W. And then V is up 2/4. Up 2/4 goes, oh, look right there. Yeah. So you can see that W plus V is the same as V plus W. It's this guy right here. This is V. This is W. Okay. Okay. What color am I in? Blue. Let's go back to black. It shows up better. Okay. All right. So that's addition. Sorry. So we can do the difference too. And the difference has just a slightly different way of looking at it. So the difference, say W minus V, is the displacement vector when added to V gives W. Okay. When added to V gives W. Okay, so we have V, and we need something that when I add to V, I get W. Okay, which means this difference, this would be W minus V. Right, so there's the displacement that I'm looking for, and when I add it to V, I get W. Okay, so what in the world does that mean? When you add it to V, you get W. So here's W. Up 4 over 3. Here's W. That goes this way. And so V is up to 4. Here we go. This is W. Here's V. And when I add my displacement to V, I get W. So this is W minus V right here. Okay. So you have your V, add the displacement of the difference, and you should get W. Okay. So usually we have V and W, and we just know that this piece right here is going to be our W minus V. Okay, so a few different things. Right, oh, so up in the picture, this is the displacement of the difference, W minus V. Right there. Okay, what do we have? So often we let, this is called lambda be the scalar. Okay, you can choose another one. Lambda is fine. And let vector V, that's, oh my goodness, vector V be a displacement vector. Called displacement. If we're going from one place to the other. Okay, so then lambda V is parallel to V. Parallel to V. It's got the same direction if lambda is greater than 0 and opposite direction if lambda is less than 0. Okay. And the magnitude of lambda V is the absolute value of lambda times the magnitude of V. So something like we haven't gotten to the magnitude yet, so I guess we can start that. Magnitude, where's my pen? Here we go. Magnitude of V, we write that. So, magnitude of lambda V